All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last video that you have to watch for this week. This is what we call section 12.3, and it is on area of circles and sectors. Okay, so it's going to be similar to what we did when we were finding arc length in the previous notes. So we're going to really focus on using proportions to help us solve these. So theorem 11.9 tells us the area of a circle, pi r squared. Remember, r squared is different than 2 times r, so make sure you actually square the value. Okay, so that's nothing new. So let's dive into a couple of examples right off the bat. First one, find the indicated measure. So the first one, I just want you to find the area. So I'm going to say area is equal to pi times my radius of 4.2 squared. Okay, so if we wanted an exact answer, 4.2 squared gives you 17.64. And then I could tack on that pi meters squared. We could also ask, and I think this is how we do it on the test, to round to like the nearest hundredth. If you did that, you would just take 17.64 times pi, which gives you 55.42 meters squared. Okay, so that would be my answer. On the next one, we have the diameter here. So that's what we want to find. I'm given the area. Okay, so what we have to be careful with here is area is equal to pi times my radius squared. Once I find the radius, I'm going to have to take that times 2 because I want to find the full diameter all the way across. Okay, so I'm going to set 201 equal to pi times my radius squared. I'm going to take 201 and divide by pi. That's going to be equal to r squared. I'm going to square root both sides, and r would be equal to the square root of 201 over pi. Now, technically, that would be an okay way to leave your answer. If it was an exact form, we're not going to get into rationalizing. But if we wanted to approximate it, we would have to take 2 times the actual value that you get from that, 201 over pi. Now remember, we're trying to find diameter. That's why I'm multiplying by 2 here. And if you type that into a calculator, it comes out to be approximately 16 inches. Okay, so typing this in will give you a value, and then we just double it. Multiply by 2, that's where that 16 is coming from. Okay, so then we talk about theorem 11.10, which is the area of a sector. So the area of a sector, APB, so this shaded area here, over the area of the circle is equal to the measure of arc AB over 360. Okay, this is like the part, the sector is the part of the whole circle, and the measure of arc AB, that is just a portion of the whole circle, which is 360 degrees. So we're really focusing on that part to whole relationship, and then we can go through and cross multiply and solve. So let's try an example here. Find the areas of the sectors formed by angle RQS. So I'm trying to find the area shaded in green there. So part to whole, I'm looking at that. This is 63 as a central angle, so I know that this arc measure is also 63. So the part is 63, the whole thing is 360, is equal to the part, what I'm trying to find, the area over the whole area. Notice that my radius is 5, so to find the area of the whole circle, 5 squared is 25, and that's going to give me 25 pi. Okay, if we cross multiply here, 25 times 63 gives me 1575 pi is equal to 360x. I'm going to divide by 360, which is going to give me x. In exact terms, it would be 1575 pi over 360 units squared to the nearest tenth. What does this come out to be? I believe it is 13.74 units squared. Okay, so just type it into your calculator. Take 1575 times pi and then divide by 360. Okay, if you guys would like, go ahead and pause the video, try and work this one out on your own. We're going to go round to the nearest hundredth. Okay, So finding the area of the shaded portion there, I've got a central angle of 106, so that's 106. So I'm going to go part to whole. X over the area of the whole circle would be 81 pi. That is equal to the part 106 over the whole 360. Okay, if I multiply or cross multiply, 81 times 106 gives me 8586 pi is equal to 360x. Then I divide by 360. So I'm going to go x is equal to 8586 pi over 360 to the nearest hundredth. That gives me approximately 74.93. My label on this was feet, so it's feet squared. Okay, I'm going to show you another way of doing this if you don't like the proportion, because we're just looking at a portion of that whole circle. The other way, and we do the exact same thing when we're cross multiplying, is take 106 times 360, or not times, 106 over 360, and just multiply it by the total area, and that's going to do the exact same thing. Okay, so just a little different way of thinking about that one. Example, excuse me. Example 3 says use the diagram to find the area of C. So I'm going to go part to whole. 45 over 360, part to whole, x over the area of the whole thing. What does it tell me? There is 22. Oh, no. That 22 is the shaded area right here. We're trying to find the area of the whole thing. That's my bad. So it's 45 over 360. 22 is that small area for the 45-degree sector, okay? All divided by the whole thing, x, that's what I'm trying to find here, okay? So that's gonna give me 45x is equal to 360 times 22 is 7920. Divide both sides by 45, x is equal to 176 meters squared. Okay, we didn't test on the area chapter, so we're just gonna skip this one. A nice short video for you guys. Hope you enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you later. That's the homework.